time to pay tribute to these shining stars. The 6th Annual KUAM Care Force Honors. Visit KUAM.com to nominate someone today. The 6th Annual KUAM Care Force Honors is presented by
Never meant to go down this path. I just found myself in it.
I asked one thing, loyalty, and all I've received, betrayal.
I'm just trying to survive, but now, no one is safe.
In this life, we all pay for our deeds.
There's more love in a dead man's arms.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
I've tried to live a simple life, but in a life like mine, nothing is simple. They took my sister from me. Now, I'm coming for them.
It's time to recognize those heroes in our community that make a difference, that go above and beyond and work relentlessly to make our island a better place. For their commitments to health, the environment, our culture, their future, and our community as a whole. It's time to pay tribute to the shining stars. The 6th Annual KUAM Care Force Honors. Visit KUAM.com to nominate someone today. The 6th Annual KUAM Care Force Honors is presented by Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Coming up, closing arguments in the Tory Jr. murder trial. Nick Delgado with details.
And Crystal Paco reports on the latest death investigation launched by GPD.
And we've also got a report on the latest with testing for Agent Orange. Good evening, everybody, and half a day. Charged in the reckless killing of Officer Bert Piolo. That's what a jury will have to deliberate on after hearing closing arguments presented by both sides today.
KUAM's Nick Delgado has more from day 16 of the murder trial against former cop Tory Jr.
Murder, manslaughter, negligent homicide, and aggravated assault, both the prosecution and the defense detailing what the law states about each charge and how they should use the evidence and witness testimony to determine whether or not to convict Tory Jr. Assistant AG Joseph McDonald on the aggravated assault charge.
This charge is presented because there was intense pain and suffering and destruction of organ. Bert suffered greatly before he died. That's what the evidence shows.
The prosecution replaying the 911 call where Piolo could be heard moaning and saying, "He shot me, he shot me."
The circumstances here went over and above just combining guns and alcohol. It was indifferent because of where he placed the pistol. He placed the pistol up against his chest cavity.
The defendant is presumed innocent.
But defense attorney Jay Ariello countered the prosecution's claim, saying that his client, Tory Jr., never intended to pull the trigger.
The biggest fake news out there about criminal trials, criminal cases, is that just because he's charged, oh, he must be guilty of something.
Both also presented their own timelines of the events, the prosecution talking about the moment Tory Jr. started drinking up to the moment Piolo died. The defense detailing what Tory did that night while out in Tumon and adding how there was apparent issues with Piolo's affair and marriage.
This is someone who's caring of what's going on. These facts are just, suicide narrative is just contradictory, not credible.
It's simply not a crime to try to stop a person from committing suicide. In an effort for Bert to resist Mark taking the gun. It's very easy to pull back away from Mark and shoot it down that way.
Then there's the argument over how the shooting occurred, both sides explaining to the jury the possibility of whether or not both Piolo and Tory Jr. had been in the truck the time the gun went off, as well as how the gun was fired.
Half in and half out. Look at where all that blood is. Imagine this. If I'm shot and all that slug, hot gas, and hot powder that's coming at me, why am I collapsing back inside? If you're racking it, it goes that way, and you're sitting in that seat, it's a natural resting place.
Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at all that blood in the middle of the seat. It's not on the right hand side. There you go. There you go. Could Bert really be seated all the way in the chair when he was shot to have all this blood in the middle of the back seat? In the middle of the seat. Totally inconsistent with their theory.
A rather emotional day for both the Tory and Piolo families as they each listened to and watched the entire case flash right before them in court.
The rush to judgment by the prosecution and the police in this case is just one other reason why you must acquit.
Closing arguments will continue Tuesday
At the
morning
end of
with
this
prosecution
case,
making its
today,
rebuttal
this afternoon,
before the jury starts
if the government
deliberations.
has failed
Reporting
to
for Guam's
prove
News Network,
each
I'm
and
Delgado.
every
The Guam Police Department is investigating the death of a fisherman who was found floating in southern waters Saturday night. Our Crystal Paco reports.
Yeah, it's low tide. It's just, it's not really a strong current.
Leonardo Serratus is a longtime resident of Pago Bay. On Saturday night, he set his net at 8 p.m. He returned 2 hours later to learn from spear fishermen on the beach there was trouble in the water.
One of the guys goes, man, those guys, there's a guy pass away over there. What? So I walk over here. Where's the person dead? Goes over there, still there in the channel. It's just the light, the flashlight is still light up. You see that bamboo is standing over there? That one, the bamboo over there that is standing.
The Guam Fire Department was